unipkaaqutiarsigitpin taalaqanilaqannasuk unipkaaqtuaq qaaviuraqama niviaqsiaqarualugguuq iñuuniaqaniqsuq angayoqaagumini sumitaimma niviaqsiaqarualuk amuniallatuniqsaq aasiisuraqallavluni supayaanik iñuuniaqutin anuqqautigaiti anuqulingaallaaqsuq anuqulingaalliaqpaalluni kisaimma paneqnialiaqsiput iviaqsiaqarualuk kisaimma isummeqpoq tafraasi kangitsaquaqsigaasumman anuqlisugurugumagaan summan anuqulingaallaaqamagaan tafraasi kangitsaquaqsigaasumman anuqlisugurugumagaan
One of the things I think a lot of people need to understand is we aren't a museum piece. The Inupiaq people are a living people and a living culture. Even though we're in northern Alaska, which covers this vast area from Nome all the way over the Canadian border, is that there's this extreme value of interconnectedness and interdependence.
It's a hunting society, a gathering society from thousands of years.
This is what creates our culture.
That special relationship between humans and the natural world and the animals, and that it teaches you how to have a society that doesn't do too much harm to the world.
Love and respect for nature, for one another, for our elders. Very, very fundamental value, key to life.
Our values are something that bind us all. The importance of sharing with one another, the importance of spirituality, and the connection to the land, our traditions, how we hunt, sharing of stories and songs and dances.
I'm Inupiaq. I'm from the Arctic Ocean.
I am Inupiaq.
It's very important to me. It's who I am as a person.
And we're very proud of who we are, and we want to continue that.
Anuqulekpaalluni suniuraqanaitsoqunni tavrani piaqsiaqarualuk ayuungitsoq payyaguniuliqsoq Tukutawayak tuk kisimriomi. Araan napkangapiak tuk.
When I was growing up, my grandpa had a pet white fox. If you're a good friend with a fox, when there's danger abound, they try to keep you from getting into trouble. They pull tricks here and there, and foxes are like spoiled little kids in a way. When you let her out, she'd go prancing out in the snow, jumping in the air. I know she was happy then. Come running at me and jump on my chest, knock me backwards, lick my face, and I try not to let her. So that was my memory of my grandpa's pet fox.
Niviaksiagarualuk kangersingarok supaya ikayok tekakanib liwit. Allawlo ni tam na terikan niyak. Siwoniksip kangaga niviaksiagarualuk kanudun pekpaganak tilangit tamat ko ikayok tauruat.
Sila is the weather. It also means the atmosphere. Here's the nuna, or the land. And it's anything from the land into the moon, the sun, the stars. That's Sila.
It's a very spiritual, and we have a relationship with Sila. Sila has a soul in the same way we do as people, in the same way animals do.
I think spirit helpers in and of themselves are really about how we're connected with things. And so it may be that there is a spirit helper that shows themselves as a bird to show you the way home, or it may be a spirit helper that actually decides to show themselves with the face and body of a man instead of their animal form. And so I think one of the things that's hard to understand is that it's not one way of seeing things, it's one way of knowing you're connected to everything.
We've always had that spirituality of everything around us.
It's the interaction you have with the air you breathe, the ocean that you gather resources from, the rivers from which you gather fish, the tundra from which you pick berries, the animals that give themselves. It's all of that.
Niveaksiaqalualugulu teriganniaqalu ikayuuti piaqtuk. Siqaqaniutimigini. Araa kangersinaitsiqunni qanuq pisilaanga. Aqlaan tavra atautsikun aingalu.
In the winter, when we're traveling, we didn't build sod houses, we built snow houses. In Canada, they call them igloo, but here in Alaska, we call them apuya. We'd do a day of travel, and then we'd make a apuya. The next day, my father would set traps, spend the day there, rest the dogs, give them something to eat, and then the following day, we continue to the next place. We'd go to my dad's sister, who had a house at Dubaruk. They had a small sod house over there. We didn't have to do anything. We just visit with them, and my dad and his sister were glad to see each other, and they'd talk away while us kids played outside or go to sleep. By the time we get back to our home, my father would leave us with our aunt or with my grandmother, and then he'd start on his trips and go check his trap line. We were not into 8 to 5 kind of time, you know. We're in a total different kind. We're in ecological time.
Iviaksiarolu tikitka aimarvini. Agalaan maluunak singamarok. Inyokolu tikingamarok iviaksiarolu pingaan. Ibahalaksimarok sumirteema. Ikatjakkumanyainyaksok. Pakit kangaw nago ivaktani. Nunakkek ikiwaktuaganiksok. Inyungi tukuttaktaamaniksit. Iviaksiarolu ukpiringitka tautuktani. Tautukunaktuak sunapayak sikuminganiksok. Iviaksiarolu inyuniakatini pisaullaganiksit. Kanapimnya adokolak palkhinyam tainnaguminyaikka. Tamanga ikumawak tuaming kakrakam inyua niptakto. Sumalagulla kami iviaksiarulu pitingingani. Agalan kakrak palkhinyat sa gabingaitsit. Immenyaurit sa gabingaimil sa mga nunamin. Kahit gawin tuting, ukalagtok inyugungaruak upik. Kano ko ilisimanek pa nga? Isumulagtok ni Beaksya kalualak. Kano kita pura, kano ngagikpen. Tilaw di ka piup ko. Ikayo ko niya kaluakikpen kimon. Dahil nanakit sa bakit ilanga.
Drum is something that's common to all cultures in Alaska. All cultures have a drum that may have some stylistic differences or differences in the materials that it's made, but it's still in recognition of life and vitality. And the drum mirrors the heartbeat. And when you continue drumming soon, it will be in line with your heartbeat, because that's what it's supposed to be, the heartbeat of the community, and it symbolizes vitality. And it's the most tremendous feeling to be in a room and to have one long row of all the drummers and to have that feeling of unity and everyone beating in harmony, the drum beat in unison. It's the most beautiful feeling. And to know that you're connected, you're on the land that you are connected to. And even if you grew up outside of the community, that which is in you comes from this area. And it's the greatest feeling.
Man, I went at it and look what happens. Oh.